All right, y'all, we're about to get into the Hit Boy Big Hit interview, and there is a discrepancy with the interview. Hit Boy's camera angle did not record properly. We had an issue with the SD card, so if you're watching the interview, you won't see Hit Boy. You'll hear him talking. If you think that's weird, you can just go listen to it on Spotify and on Apple, all right? But yeah, you know, 340 interviews, we had a fuck up, all right? Shout out to Hit Boy and Big Hit. Let's get into it. Yo, Bootleg Kev show, Bootleg Kev podcast. Special guests are here. They just dropped a joint album. It's only right. Big Hit, Hit Boy.
Yes,
welcome.
sir. What's the deal, bro?
It's crazy because you and I have done a bunch of interviews, and we always talk about when your dad's getting home.
Right.
And you're home, man. Welcome home, brother.
Right, for sure. Good luck and good luck.
I gotta say, I've never seen somebody, any rapper ever, come home, maybe Boozy, and just be non-stop dropping shit. Like, you came home on a mission, bro.
Yeah. Yup. Overdue mission, man. We non-stop mission.
How long were you gone? 8 or 9 years?
Yup.
Yeah. It's crazy. You could probably tell me when Grinding My Whole Life ended up coming out. You're in the music video, Some Moment. The HS87 album comes out. Were you able to kind of like see like the G Unit remix of that song and all that stuff when you were out, or did that all happen? Like what at what point in time did
we was in New York when we actually thought the song was our song. We was riding in New York and we heard it on the radio. We heard him. We like, what the fuck? Like, my nigga, we need to holler at you.
Yeah, no, that was a crazy moment because like you said, I think a lot of people, especially on the East Coast, had kind of like.
You want to sit with Sam? Nah. Go sit with Sam. You know, take your iPad.
For people who don't know, the last time he was on the show, he had a dinosaur mask on.
Right. You're going to have to cut to that.
Don't forget his iPad.
Yeah.
The iPad is a must.
Go sit on the couch. For sure.
No, but I think a lot of people who weren't hip to what y'all were doing assumed that was like a G Unit record.
That was wild. That was wild. Like, I remember we was in New York, like you said. We landed, we heard that joint, and we actually pulled up on 50 and chopped it with him that day. And the nigga was like showing love, like he was breaking down niggas' verses, knew who everybody was on the song. I had the whole squad out there in New York, you know what I mean? So he but then it kind of just like. Fast forward, just kind of was like, niggas, they low key just snatched the swag up. You know
they
what
did
I mean?
for sure.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite beats.
I mean, that was like the last, time niggas took G Unit serious was like on our swag. So
that's actually not too far from the truth in terms of a group. I don't know if anybody else.
Literally is the truth. That was the last moment they had. You know what I mean?
Because they had what was that random dude? A Kid was on it, right? Was that who was on it? Kid was on that remix?
I think so.
One of them, the random dude who ended up in G Unit? Yeah, I don't know.
He said that, man, you brought G Unit back. My nigga gave me a hug.
Yeah.
You feel me? You're a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? So
did you guys plan this on phone calls? This whole, like, hey, are you telling him like, yo, son, I got these raps ready, or did you come out with a notebook full of shit?
Man, a notebook, trash bags. Yeah, a lot, man. You know, a lot. But we was in contact the whole time though, so I was on the thing, and we was keeping in contact. Like, he put me on his last CD.
Surface Round 1.
Yeah, he started it off with a rap from prison, so
I remember that
was just ill for him to. He on 9 out of 10 songs on this one. You know what I mean?
It's only right. For you, Hit, I know like how important it is to have your dad home, man. Like, it's dope too to kind of, you're having like your renaissance. I feel like you're like in your like 95, 96, 97 Jordan years right now.
You know for sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like dad comes home, you got 4 albums out with Nas, a Grammy for album of the year. Like,
I mean, even just like, it's just crazy. Like, when you just put stuff in retrospect, like working with Nas and working with a mature rapper, like, in a different age bracket than I am or whatever the case is, it just prepared me for like recording Big Hit. Like, it was just like a layup. As soon as he came in, we just like, he had like 100 songs, and he only been home for a month and a half. You
guys recorded 100?
He's recorded like 100 songs,
Jesus.
Like, not even exaggerating.
Almost. Yeah. That's crazy, man. Are you free from like paperwork? Are you finally like?
Yeah, I ain't on shit. They held me like 6 years over my time, man. You know, political prisoner type shit.
Right.
But yeah, I got some millions coming from them lawsuit.
Oh, nice. So you're suing is it the corrections, the state, and
the judge, all that shit, the prosecutors. Yeah, they gave me an illegal sentence. They knew it was illegal before they gave it to me.
What was it for? If you don't mind me asking.
Hit and run.
Okay.
Yeah, a car accident.
Yeah.
Yep.
I may or may not have hit a car in a parking lot and then kept it moving. I've been in the position where I've done it at least 7 or 8 times. When I was like 20, 22, no insurance, might tap somebody, you know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah, nah, this is some serious shit. Niggas was trying to rob me, you feel me? I'm coming from Humboldt County with like 100 pounds of tree. And niggas is we hitting red lights, running niggas, shooting, all kind of shit. And we crashed and jumped out and ran, but the other people got hurt. So they were saying that, you know, basically the whole argument was saying that I should have stopped and assisted the people in the car.
Who were trying to rob you?
But it was the other people.
Oh, the other people.
Hurt,
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody's trying to pull over, but we clipped them in the back, and they flipped over, got hurt. So essentially, because for people who don't know, Humboldt County is like a wild place. Like, hell yeah, it's like narcos in the forest out there. Yeah, that too, but it's a lawless land, my nigga. It's off the map. You got a lot of spots that's even off the grid. You can't even Google them. You know, they just word of mouth. You can't live in that community unless you growing trees and all kind of shit. Like, you're not welcome.
No, for sure. We had Bernard on the show, and he told us a story like how he had to go up a mountain to pick up like, I think it was like a box, like 100 pounds or something.
Yeah.
And he was afraid. Essentially something similar kind of had happened.
Yeah,
and he was just explaining how crazy it is up there. It's like they got their own laws.
You was just telling me how you was like you didn't know nobody. You was like talking to the homeless people.
Yeah. When I got out, I was hearing about Humboldt County. You know, he's always buying that Mexican weed, compressed brown shit, and then that Kush came by. We like, fuck it, I gotta go up here. I just went up there with a pocket full of money, hanging out with the bums and the homeless people and shit.
They point you in the right direction, or what?
Nah, they was the man. The shit. The homeless people was the man. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up, that's how I linked up with them. We was just going out, hanging out, just, they was hungry as shit, buying them food, like everything they wanted. I was buying, oh, fuck, gotta get some food. We gonna get some drink. They used to be talking like, man, go ahead and get what you want. And I'm buying them food. And I just need some weed. I got some weed. Come on, in the back of the store is like a river back there with tents, and they live in back of by the river, and just a trail full of weeds, plants, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Nah, the homeless dudes, they're like growing. They're like growing.
They're growing along the river. They're gorilla growing. You know what I'm saying? But
is it kind of crazy for you to get out? Because I mean, obviously, when you went in, it was legal. Was it medically legal?
Nah, hell no.
It was medically. I don't think it was. It might not. It might have.
Talking about this last 8-9 years.
Yeah.
Yep. They was converting it.
But how crazy is it now? Because like now you're out, and this shit is like really just like.
Yeah, the game is messed up. You can't really make no money off of it. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up.
Especially because there's so with these dispensaries and the taxes and like it's just wild though. Because like we just did this event called Zolympics with Gucci Mane and Burner, and that shit was like. It's like the Weed Olympics just in the middle of downtown.
Oh, yeah?
Like 10 years. Yeah. Like 10 years ago, if you would have told me I'd be like hanging out in downtown LA and there's just an open drug market and there's police at the door and like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And there's still people somehow like incarcerated in California for weed.
Yeah, they do that up there too, reggae on the river. You know what I'm saying? Everybody come there with their special trees they done cloned and special, hybrids and shit, showing off they little shit. We come up there and they go to the dispensaries and they regulate the clones and that's the thing. Get that main strain where they don't nobody have it and try to keep that strain and boom.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, getting out after 8 or 9 years sitting down. Obviously, you have TV, you have some sort of awareness of what's going on. But what was like the one thing once you're out and free that you saw or that you were like, oh, this shit's different? Like, was it like a Tesla? Was it like?
Shit.
Because Teslas weren't popping when you went in. There weren't these electric cars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not really impressed by it. I don't know why, but shit. I can't really think nothing off.
Were you surprised by how many homeless people were set up in tents in LA?
Nah, I mean, when I came home the first time, it was like that. I was tripping then. Yeah, it was like, damn. You know, all these dudes is homeless and down there grinding, and all them dudes ain't broke. You know what I'm saying? It was down there getting it. But yeah, that's I don't know. I can't really say what was hella different. It was just.
I mean, he had a phone in there too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You had a phone.
Yeah, I was upgrading.
You know, IG.
You were on Instagram the whole time.
Yeah, I'm staying booming. You know what I'm saying? Yo.
Are you able to have a phone, or is that considered?
Nah, hell nah.
Because everybody's got a phone in jail.
Right. Yeah. If you got the bread, you can get it. Money talk, bullshit. What?
Because the CO don't care, right?
Hell, I mean,
They'll just keep it.
I mean, they gotta feed their kids too. You feel me?
Right.
So, yeah.
100%. Okay, so the new album is out. You're on 99% of the album.
Right.
Is this because the last time we talked, I think you did a distro deal with with the company under Def Jam Varg Street. Yeah. Are you still with them?
Yeah, I put that out. I put it out through Varick, and it's just like being with Varick, it just allowed me to drop music how and when I want to. You know what I mean? If I was on a major with my rap stuff, then it would be like, you know, it would take 3 months to get one song out. So now it's like I got 2 albums out in 3 months, and you know what I mean? I'm just building my fan base up, and it's like he came home, he got 10,000 followers in a month, like literally getting more engagement than some rappers I know. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Some of his posts go off more than mine. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just like I see real people becoming like big hit fans. Like, man, this nigga's like my favorite rapper right now. This shit wild to see.
No, it is crazy because it's almost like, damn, like right away he touches down, and like I feel the same way. I'm like, yo, this dude's putting out harder shit than like 99% of these, and I feel like you're feeling a void. I feel like there's like a void for like the shit you're doing. Like
I like authentic West Coast
gangsta
rap,
for
you know
sure.
What I mean? Like somebody you like really believe is on that. You know what I mean?
100%. Nah, for sure. And even just like the beats, like the flow, like it's not. You know, we're in LA. We've been listening to the same dudes rapping the same way for like the last 5 or 6 years. Everybody's some sort of Draco Shoreline clone. You know what I'm saying?
If not doing some like Future Thug type shit. You
right.
know what I mean?
100%, man. 100%.
No, I feel what you're saying. We keeping it us, man. This is authentically, you know what I mean? Exactly what you looking at is what you got, you know what I mean? This is like, we've been plotting this out for even before the, you know, grinding my whole life shit. We was talking about doing music, and we had done music, but it's just like, now it's like, I'm my best, he his best, he, you know, willing to work to stay out of the bullshit, and that's like, that's one of the top things, you know what I mean? It's bigger than just, you know, my son popping, I'm about to just get on some songs and try to make some money, get famous, whatever. It's like, this shit is really in our soul to do this shit. Like, we've been talking about it, been locked in on it.
Yeah. Would you say for you, like, you're the most motivated? Because I think before, he obviously gets to deal with the Interscope, right? HS87 is fucking, I mean, such a talented roster of guys. Shout out Audio Push, Camp Money, everybody, K Roosevelt. I was just talking about K Roosevelt a couple weeks ago. Like, Jesus, Do Me Now is such a classic.
K Roosevelt was like literally, bro, like the first Khalid. Like, they damn near got an identical voice, like him and Khalid, bro. But it's just like timing is everything, bro. That shit is, you can't call it, and you can't just predict like when it's gonna crack off for you on that level. You just gotta.
I was gonna say, obviously, there's a gift and a curse for everything that happened with you. Do you feel like everything mentality-wise, work ethic-wise, like you're fully like 10 toes in on the rap shit now, Big Hit?
Oh yeah, mentally, yup. I mean, as far as like my heart right now really wasn't into it like that. You know what I'm saying? It was just like I felt like I missed my chance. You know what I'm saying? From way back then, I was waiting so long, so eager and shit. And but I was like I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out, trying to get my bread, you know, the status is matching up like right now, but my chili ain't there, man. Like, you know, I want it right now, you know what I'm saying? So, but I was like, fuck it, if it work, it's cool. I'm the same old, you know, I'm starting to feel it a little more now. I'm getting more enthused because, you know, I'm fucking with him on this duo shit. That's more energy. He giving me energy. I'm giving him energy, you know what I'm saying? It's starting to work. It's working. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just scratching the surface. That's the funny part. We ain't even full speed ahead yet, right? We in first gear.
Right. I've seen like so many people reposting the videos you guys have been dropping. For you, who's been like the craziest person you've seen? Like, obviously you got the shirt with Yams, but since you've been out, repost the music or maybe comment on something or reach out?
Probably Snoop.
Yeah.
And Snoop called us the other night. I sent Snoop a song because I had sent him it's a clip online. I had sent him a song that's on Surfer Drown Volume 2 called Show Me. And I just was like, I told him I was inspired by Rhythm and Gangsta when I made the joint. And
Great album.
He just,
super slept on Snoop album.
It's legendary. He sent me that clip like saying like this shit hard, whoop-de-whoop. And then he was like, man, shit, man, your pop should get one. So it's like, I sent him a joint with an open verse. He called me like, yo, this shit hard. I'm gonna see if I can come up with something. And him and Big Hit chopped it. That was a moment.
You and Nas aren't far apart in like age, right?
Yeah, Nas cool as fuck too on me. Yeah,
you got to kick it. Has he kicked it with Nas?
Yeah. Right before Nas went back on tour, Nas just got back, but when Big Hit got out, he came through, vibed with us, heard some music. He was rocking with it heavy. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And he left on tour a couple days later.
That's crazy. What for you, Hit? What was like? Obviously, your generation. What'd you grow up listening to? Who influenced you?
Oh shit, NWA, man, KRS, you know what I'm saying, Biz Markie, shit like that.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, Uncle Jam's Army, man. Just all the old school shit.
It's crazy too, cause like even just hip hop has changed so much in 9 years, right? Like there's so much like there's good shit about it, cause I feel like there's not a lot of gatekeepers now. Like you could just upload shit on your own and go straight to the people. Like you were saying, like when y'all were with HS87 and the Interscope situation, it's an uphill battle to do anything, right?
Anything.
But also there's a lot more bullshit. But like, it's kind of crazy. Like, he's fine. They ain't picking up on the mic. He's fine. Yeah, it's fine. He's fine. But I was gonna say for you, like being a real dude who comes out and you kind of see like there's all these artists who are kind of like. I feel like the snitching thing is like widely accepted in hip hop now, and like there's so much like not real shit. Like you know, like that's why I said you're feeling a void, because there's definitely like a void for like real authentic street LA shit that doesn't sound like I guess what we're used to. Like, but for you, like, did you feel that when you came out? Like when you start kind of seeing some of the shit that's going on in hip hop, or you're like, man, this shit is kind of turned into some weirdo shit, or?
Nah, I don't even listen to people's shit, man. I kind of was isolated, like in the shoe type. I always isolate myself, and I just, tell my story, man, what I feel.
You were, was it 23 hours a day lockdown, or?
Yep. Yeah. Some days 24. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday you go out with a hour or something on the yard.
That's got to be crazy just to be 23 hours a day. Just
yeah. I mean,
like people don't even know. Like he really been locked up virtually since he was 19 years old. He only been out a couple times, never for longer than a year.
Cause you just got out before, right?
Yeah. I've been out like 6 weeks.
Damn.
He was talking about when we did Grind 'Em All Life. You had
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, hell yeah. I did 15 years in the feds, and got caught up.
Time to stay out, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
30 years of your life in that joint is that's a different level.
It's important too to I think a lot of people who are incarcerated feel like when they do that kind of time, they think their life's over. And
guaranteed.
I think it's dope though that you can show an example that if you're sitting down doing time, there's a light. You know what I'm saying?
As long as you breathing, you in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Yeah.
What's the what's your go-to spread? Like, what are you putting in the spread?
Shit, in jail?
Yeah, in jail.
Fucking clams, chicken, mackerel.
Yeah, my wife thinks I eat like I'm in
pickles.
Because I'll do the ramen. I'll crush up the ramen. I'll put it in a bowl. She swears it's prison food.
Shit, that's that fat boy shit, man. That shit stick on your stomach. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you hungry though, it'll work. It'll stick on your stomach.
I've been seeing that they be doing like hibachi and shit in jail. Did you see that? There's like a viral video where they like make a hibachi grill in the cell.
Yeah.
And there's like straight Benihana.
Right. Yep.
That's wild.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't get to do all that, but.
All right, listen. I'm on vacation. We're cutting commercials live from Mexico. We're on the beach, damn it. So check this out, man. Don't forget, it's summertime. You got to go to Blue Chew. BlueChew.com. Promo code Bootleg. All right, that's gonna get you a free month supply. Same active ingredient as Viagra and Cialis. Of course, the best part about Blue Chew is it gets your dick super hard. What are we talking about? All right, if you're dealing with erectile dysfunction due to stress, due to, I don't know, whatever is going on mentally, it happens too. You can get that ED fixed. Blue Chew, promo code Bootleg. Free month supply, bluechew.com. Also want to shout out to the family at Odd Socks, baby. That's right. Shout out to Odd Socks. They got all kind of crazy new licenses. They just dropped, Transformers. They got the Hasbro licenses now. Power Ranger socks. Of course, they just did the Coca-Cola earlier this year. Of course, the most comfortable socks in the world. Go to oddsocksofficial.com. Use that promo code Bootleg and save 20% off. oddsocksofficial.com. I was gonna say, Hit, for you, it's been a crazy last 3 or 4 years. In terms of just like some of the moments that you've had. Obviously, it's been a crazy last like 12 years for you. But what's up? Is the King's Disease series over?
I mean, you can't ever say that. Me and Nas, we steady working. We definitely got new music. I don't know exactly which way it's gonna go. That's Nas, and he do what he do. But when it's time, I'm just gonna be available. But I can't say it's over. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, how many artists have hit you to kind of try to do the same thing that you? Because it'd be a nice premium to have a fully produced Hit Boy album.
Definitely a few. You know what I mean? Like I did the Benny album. I did couple different joints, but I mean, me and Nas, we got a different level of a personal, relationship. Like it's just like that should just be working. We get in there. Sometimes I get in with an artist and we don't get nothing. With Nas, we always gonna get at least a verse, a hook, something done like when he pull up. So that's just the ill shit. So we always just making music.
I was gonna say, I always go back and forth between whether I like Magic or King's Disease 3 the most out of your guys' bodies of work.
Yeah, that's I hear that all the time.
I'm a Magic person.
Exactly, mostly be Magic. Yeah.
And it's crazy because Magic is the one record that we just woke up one day and it was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
But what's your favorite?
I mean, KD3, man, I like all of them, bro. I can't lie. Like, I got special moments that I just like feel super connected to on every album, but I feel like it's progressively.
I feel like each project somehow like it just kept getting better.
Yeah, I feel like we just start gelling more. Like I start getting more into my just history of Nas music. I'm from the West Coast, so it's like I only grew up hearing the Nas hits, the shit that was on the radio. My family super West Coast, so they wasn't playing Nas like that. You know what I mean? So I know I had some friends who they family might have played Nas, but just as far as my circle, it wasn't something that was embedded in me the way like certain West Coast music would be, like Snoop Dogg music or something. So I had to really learn and really study them albums and really be like, okay, this is what people like from him. Let me take this and just mix it with what I do.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you and Alchemist put out the incredible freestyle that went viral. Rapping over each other's beats, which I thought was genius. I also think we don't get enough Alchemist rapping these days. We need a new Step Brothers album, by the way. But would you guys do a whole project like that?
Bro, we already got one. Bro. We got like all Slipping in the Darkness level like joints. Like, it's gonna happen when it happens. But
it's just you guys are both rapping?
Yeah, we stacking them up. Like I'll send him beats, he'll send me beats, and we'll just go in, send them back. Boom, you do a verse, you do a hook. Like it's ill. Like we giving each other direction just through sending joints over and just like, you know what I mean?
Do you guys like? I wonder how that works because like obviously you guys are both all-time great producers. Do you guys collaborate on the beats together? Or is it like, yo, this is a photo of shit I got, this is a photo of shit you got, let's pick which ones we like, and then, or is it like, hey, you have a loop, he's got a loop, cook up together?
We honestly, it's so new of a process that we haven't even got to cook together yet. It's just been sending shit back and forth, but we got a nice slow amount of joints already just off that. So yeah,
I kind of feel like what you did with that was like what Kendrick did with the Control the Control record.
Yeah, that was my exact sentiment.
100%.
I just wanted to challenge the game and have some fun and raise some questions. That's never like I never said niggas was whack.
No, I didn't.
Other than one person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like I never said the rest of them dudes was whack. I just was like, can dude do this? I never seen him do this. You know what I mean? I like that's all it was. Put it in context in an artistic way.
Did you and Hitmaka ever have a convo after your guys' online back and forth?
Nah.
I just assumed it was like nice promotion for everybody, right?
Nah, that was great, man, for sure. That was solid.
I think you hit it on the head because like who did I have up? Oh, I had Eric Bellinger here, and we were talking about like the difference between you guys.
Yeah,
like Rick Rubin doesn't make beats. Did you like obviously?
I mean, I feel like I'm sure he made some of them classics.
Rick Rubin says he doesn't know how to do anything. He's there for his taste.
I don't believe that. I think that's the older Rick Rubin. I know he was in there cooking something with
I don't
the
know.
Beastie
I'm just
Boys
telling you.
and
He
all
said that he doesn't make any beats. He's there for his taste, and I feel like that's like kind of the lane Hitmaka's in. It's like you bring Hitmaka in because he's got an ear, he's got the writers, and then you got it all. You could take the MPC out, and you could, you know, there's nothing you can't touch. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. For sure. Jesus. I just saw, did In Paris just have a new certification?
Yeah, it just went diamond. Yeah.
Crazy.
And it's crazy because, you know, that was like a few years before the streaming era. So that was like people really buying that song. That's like the difference in the game now. Like, I just feel like it was like a little more earned back in the day. Like I just seen Ice Spice. How long she been out? Less than a year. She got 1 billion streams. Like I'm like,
Ice Spice.
The game is in a wild place. I'll be like, I swear to God.
I think she's out streaming like almost everybody except like Bad Bunny and Drake. Maybe
that's incredible. You know, whatever she did in her life to get that blessing for sure. But you know, just music wise, it's like wow, this is the era we in. You know, you gotta accept it, I guess.
I remember at your old house in your studio, you had like you had the Grammy, and then there was like a Michael Jordan photo or something, and then there was like the canvas of like when Jay and Kanye, I think they were doing it in Paris, and I think it was that was
you were there. It was a picture in Paris.
Yeah. It's crazy to think like how much that record like kind of changed the trajectory of like just Hit Boy. Like I remember during that time. There was like you were like one of the young producers around Good Music. My guy Lifted from Phoenix did Mercy, and I remember he was just telling me all these stories about like being in hotel rooms, like back to back to back with like yourself.
Everybody
was just cooking up. Like, what's like one of the craziest like stories you could tell about like just those days like working with Ye, working with the good guys?
It's a lot, man. Definitely like that. Trip I'm sure Lifted is talking about. We all went to London one time and everybody was there. Sean, Pusha, 2 Chainz, you know, obviously Ye, just being locked in. I remember it was so crowded in one of the hotel rooms and everybody came in because they was working on, it was either Click or Mercy, one of the two, and like Sean was sitting on the floor with a mic like this, like recording a hook for one of them joints, and I'll never forget that. Crazy. Ye was right here, Chainz was in, everybody was in there, just a room full of people, and they was getting it done by any means, like right there.
Obviously, you and Kanye kind of had I wouldn't say a falling out, but it definitely not the greatest times in terms of your guys' relationship. Is there any relationship at all these days?
I mean, I haven't talked to him since we did the Easy joint with Game, like, but I ain't got no issues with him. I heard that. Because I just worked on, I don't want to say who project, but I worked on somebody's project. I heard they played him a song. Like, this is just a few days ago. Somebody texted me, like, yo, bro played Ye a song, and Ye was like, yo, we need Hit Boy to pull up. So, I don't know, you know. We'll see.
I heard he's cooking right now.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I heard he is in the studio. I heard.
So I'm with it, man, for sure. Yeah, I ain't got no issues with nobody.
I know Freddie's working with him right now. There's a lot of.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I heard that. A lot of Kanye. He's got shoulder pads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and no shoes.
No shoes.
He wearing the socks.
It's kind of. Hey man, if anybody, I don't even question it no more. Because I remember when the early Ye shit, the clothing, I was like, no one's gonna wear that shit. Look, man, we might all be in shoulder pads in like 6 months, you know?
That's funny. I don't know if I could take it there, but I feel you.
Would you and Benny do a sequel to the album that you guys did together?
He announced that me and Alp is doing his album together. Like I got, we've done probably like 15, 16 new songs. I don't know how many he gonna.
Is that the Def Jam debut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how many he gonna pick out the batch, but he got some joints with Alchemist, some joints with me. I know he got a couple other producers in the mix too, but predominantly it's supposed to be me and Alchemist, and that's supposed to come August 11th or 12th, something like that.
It's crazy. You know who I want to see you work more with? Because I feel like some of the best records that were on his best album, From a King to a God, is Conway. And you had that was during that kind of same era that you were working with Benny. I remember being in some of those sessions. What's up? Would you work with Conway again?
Of course. I mean, nice. For
He's
sure.
a fucking alien.
Yeah. I'll be down to work with whoever want to lock in with me. Everybody be in their own pocket, their own zone. But when I cross paths, I'm gonna I can give whoever some shit. You know, that's how I feel.
Yo, Pops, I'm curious, when you're incarcerated, you know your son's out here doing this fucking thing. Where you at? Do you remember where you were at when you found out he won a Grammy for Album of the Year, Hip Hop Album of the Year? Because he had already had, a grand, But I'm saying, like, I feel like this one was different.
Which one?
The King's Disease one.
Oh, the Nas one? Shit, no, I didn't even know. For real.
It was probably in the hole at that time. Shit.
Yeah, I think I didn't have a phone at the time. I wasn't tapped in.
Right.
Yeah, I was in the hole. Yeah, it was a little spurt. I was in the hole. But yeah, when I knew we was gonna run it up though.
Yeah. When you're in do you get Wi-Fi service in there? Like, does the signal come in?
Well, it does, yeah, but you don't get.
Like, are you able to stream like songs and shit?
Well, if it's active, yeah, the account is active.
Right.
Yep.
So you're able to like listen to what he's doing.
The whole cha-cha, yep.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, he was sending me like samples and shit from the joint, like, yo, cut this up.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Yeah. We was just still being creative the best we could.
That's
fire.
Yeah. When is your official solo album coming? Or is that not, are we doing the duo thing?
Nah, it's solo coming. ASAP. That's the next thing we dropping. Yeah, we mastering right now. Like,
oh, so it's finished.
Oh yeah, the first one. It's like I said, it's like 100-some songs. So we finna drop albums on albums, more duo shit, solo, my solo, whatever it is. We just going.
All right, you already know, man. We gotta stop the interview. Shout out to MyBookie right now. If you go to MyBookie and sign up, man. I was just playing roulette, like live with a real person, spinning the ball on webcam at the casino. MyBookie.ag. You can, of course, bet on baseball, but really, you got to get down with the casino. They got the slots. They got all the card games, blackjack, craps, roulette, table games galore. It's a full-fledged casino, MyBookie.ag. And when you sign up with that promo code Bootleg, sign up right now, use that promo code Bootleg. They're going to get you hooked up with a first deposit bonus. MyBookie.ag. Let's get back to the interview. Now, if you guys don't know about King Palm is all natural, baby. Yes. All right. We're talking about the leader when it comes to tobacco-free, natural, organic leaf wraps. If you're a smoker, a toter, a straight West Coaster, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're into, King Palms, they got it for you. What's great about these are like one of the best products that they sell. Now, this is a terpene-infused, tobacco-free leaf. And what's dope is you stuff your flower into it, and then you press on the thingy, you know what I'm saying? And then you got flavor. I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's stuffed. With some great tree from Hardin, of course. Ah, look at that. Right? Get that thing stuffed up. The tip has got that flavor in it. Wherever you're at, man, make sure you check out the, they got the smoke shops. They got those on lock. They got 7-Elevens on lock. We only smoking out of King Palms, baby. You already know what it is. And if you go to kingpalms.com, kingpalm.com, and you use the promo code BootlegKev, you will save 50% off at checkout, half off at checkout, 50% off if you go to kingpalm.com and use that promo code. The promo code is down below. Go run it up. Try some of these flavors too, man. The peach pineapple, the strawberry shortcake. They just got so much going on. There's also all kind of dope smoking accessories you can get half off, y'all. What are we talking about? Save 50% off. Kingpalm.com, promo code below. It's either Bootleg or Bootleg Kev. These promo codes got my head hurt. Try both of them, all right? One of them will get you 50% off, goddammit. Anyway, let's get back to the interview. I was gonna say, do you feel like you're hitting like your stride? Because I feel like you've always been consistent as a rapper, but I feel like in terms of just like people giving you your respect and your flowers and like the consistency for you dropping your shit? Do you feel like it's finally there?
It's coming for sure. Like again, like being signed to the situation, or just being in the situation I am, I can drop music way more often. So, not to say or put no blame on nobody, but it's like if I'm waiting months to put out a song or months to put out a project, like it does slow up the progress. So now it's like you seeing me apply a different level of pressure that you ain't seen before. So that's why I just feel different this time.
No, I feel like the pressure is at an all-time high, man. I mean, I feel like you've been on a run. I mean, at the Offset record, you guys took that to radio, and then I saw you at a complex called. Were you like an ambassador for Patron? Or is that your Patron?
That's not my Patron.
Because you sent me 2 really nice.
Yeah, setups
to the crib.
Yeah, that was shout out to Patron. I was just helping them promote their new tequila El Alto. You know what I mean? And we went down to the Hacienda in Mexico last July, watched them make the Patron literally like every step from going to the farm, the fields with the agave and all that. Like it was just, yeah.
I gotta ask you, Big Hit, have you tapped in with OnlyFans since getting out? Are you aware of OnlyFans? OnlyFans.
Talking about the porn shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Because this was not a thing when you went in. There was no OnlyFans. And like a girl who works at McDonald's could get the shit popping online. There's teachers who are teaching kids right now who are also doing things on the internet for extra money. You know what I'm saying? It's a different world.
It's a hard time out here.
It's not like the days of Maxim magazine and all that shit. That shit's a wrap, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Have you signed up?
I didn't sign up personally, but I was on Pornhub. Y'all just go through that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
no, Pornhub's wild for sure. Huh? What's the go-to category?
In Pornhub?
Yeah.
Threesomes.
Yeah.
Big black bitches with ass. You know what I'm saying? Threesomes.
You know who I just saw did not age well? Do you remember Pinky? Oh, we gotta talk. Wait, I forgot about that. That just reminded me.
I'm like,
because I just saw this head. Yeah, Pinky.
I woke up this morning. They flagged me and took my post down. I seen that as soon as I woke up this morning. I'm like,
okay, yeah. I did not mean to bring up the porn thing to get into your porn thing because I didn't know this. I just saw this a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So you used to score porn movies.
Yeah. So I was we just went back to Pasadena and shot this Monte Carlo video with Dom Kennedy, and I used to play.
That looked like it was just a house party.
That was a party at the park. We was just kicking it. Yeah. So my cousin used to be a coach up at the park we was at. So I started thinking about my cousin. I was like, damn, this nigga used to direct big time pornos. Like he had did some shit and he used to buy beats for me. He used to give me $1,000. I'm 18 making my first beats. I had only been making beats for 2 years at that point. And he started cashing me out for beats. He was doing it on a real level, you know what I mean? So I just thought about that Pinky scene. And
oh wait, so you have a beat play? One of your beats is playing during a Pinky scene?
Yeah, I had posted it on my gram and they took it down.
Oh, you found the scene?
I found the scene, yeah. Oh God. And that shit was going up online, and then IG hated on me, I guess because the little nip was out or whatever.
I was gonna say, do you remember the name of the DVD? Because this is the DVD era.
It was like Art Angels.
Oh yeah.
She was painted. And they had a 6'4" out there, that was.
Oh, that sounds like a big production.
It was a real West Coast porno production.
Do you remember when Snoop dropped his porno?
Yeah, for sure.
I had that shit for sure. I was like, I remember thinking there's no way Snoop's on here. He wasn't obviously, but it was just the most random porno of all time, and they just definitely, my cousin who was older than me bought it because Snoop was on the cover. It worked. They made money on that shit.
For sure.
Yeah. There's a few rappers have done that. I think,
it's funny though, because Hip Hop DX, they made a post and made it seem like I was actually in the porno, so I had to repost it and let niggas know, nah, they took my shit and put it in a whole different context, but it is what it is. My cousin used to invite me to the sets and shit. I used to see the shit cracking, damn, it's a wild life.
Yo, Pinky, were you there for the Pinky shoot?
I wasn't, no.
Pinky's a legend. She's also a midget, low-key.
Word.
She's a tiny little
I've seen more recent pictures of her. She definitely looked different than she did in them days, but
yeah, shout out to Pinky. She's a legend nonetheless.
Yeah.
Do Reckless and Ratchet on there on Pornhub.
Oh God. For sure.
Yeah, did you guys got to do a Reckless and Ratchet just branded
Yeah.
Why not?
We should perform that at AVN or Pornhub. Get at us.
Yo,
man.
hella artists are doing the AVN Awards every year.
Facts. We should definitely perform that. That's the perfect song.
G-Eazy just did it. Tyga did it. A bunch of people.
Yeah, no, I've been saying that.
For sure. I just saw Price just dropped his new album last Friday. What's going on with everybody else? I think Octane's back to wanting to put music out. I just saw.
I've been seeing him drop clips. Yeah, I mean, you know, everybody doing their thing. Like Price, he been like on a different level of lock in. You know what I mean? Like he stay tapping in with me. We be chopping it, sending ideas, and he done recorded on some new beats of mine within the last few months too. So
I was gonna say, what's up with like Kent Money and K Roosevelt, and B-Mac the Queen?
I mean, yeah, they all doing their thing. B-Mac reached out when we dropped Surfer Drown. She showed love. You know what I mean? Kent Money showed love. It's just like everybody just doing what they do, locked in, and I'm focused on what I'm.
What's K Roosevelt doing?
He recording. He he play instruments. He locked in. Yeah,
that shit's crazy.
He actually co-produced the song with me on the Music Soul Child album that I dropped in March. Yep. Yeah, he co-produced the song.
How different? Well, first of all, shout out to that album because I feel like that kind of showed a lot of people your range because you've obviously done huge pop records too. But whether it's Rihanna, Beyonce, we go on and on and on. But like to do a whole album of Music Soul Child, what's the creative approach to that? Like, do you have to be in a different mindset?
Man, that music again, like that was one where it was like that DNA was already in me because my family played his music so much,
right?
And I was just such a fan of him. I kind of just knew where I could take it, you know what I mean, and that he would be open to certain musical choices that I was making, certain musicality levels that I'm hitting. He would understand it, so it kind of was like the same as the Nas shit, but just more melodic,
right? Pops, what is tell me what this your album that is just got turned in for mixing and mastering is gonna sound like, man.
Man, it's just basically it's vague. It's dealing with everything. It's going hard. Just that's all I can say. It's going hard, man.
West Coast.
Have you been pretty excited, like for you to get the validation, to get out and get the positive feedback you're getting? It's got to kind of make you feel like you're on the right track, like.
Yup. I mean, I know I got a long way to go, man. I'm just like I said, I'm just scratching the surface. I know I'm not getting my just due, but I will in time.
Because you're like an OG, but you're also a new artist. So it's kind of like we've never seen something like this before.
A lot of people doubt, but I'm gonna make them a believer. I ain't tripping.
Yeah, I feel like I've only seen people like excited, like this shit's crazy.
A lot of love.
100%, man. What about you, Hit? What any other things down the pipeline that you could talk about?
Man, I'm working on all type of stuff, man. I'm actually made a new song with Jennifer Lopez that's hard. I mean,
were you in the studio with her?
I actually, it's funny because I got my first major label placement with her in 2007, and I just met her like a year ago when we did the new song. So
wow,
yeah, it took me some years.
That was your first placement ever?
My first label placement.
Big one, yeah. That's like always a big one.
Yeah.
Was Ben Affleck hanging out?
Yeah, I think he might have came through when I was there. He might have.
Do you chop it up with Ben? Like, hey, dude, I love the town.
Not really. I was so many people in there, so many creatives, and it was just a creative vibe. Yeah.
Yo, I saw J-Lo's Vegas show. Man, she's fire, bro. I wouldn't hear nobody. I hear people talk shit about J-Lo as an artist. I'm like, bro, I watched her do like an hour and a half straight.
She's a real entertainer.
Singing. Yeah, she's an entertainer for real.
Yeah, for sure.
No, 100%, man. All right, well, look, go get the new project is out right now.
Surfer Drown Volume 2.
Your album is on the way.
Yes, sir.
Sooner than later.
True stories.
You shoot any videos yet for your shit?
Nah.
It seems like the videos you guys are shooting just seems to be like you guys taking cameras with you while you're having a really good time.
Just living life, really.
Yeah.
I mean, we having a good time in general, so that's what come off. But we just we filming and just letting people see our life.
I love it, man. I'm super excited to hear what your album sounded like, and obviously the new album is dope. Everyone go run that shit up. Hit Boy, Big Hit. We got the freestyle they're gonna do too. Appreciate y'all, man.
That's all up top.
Boom. Hey, appreciate y'all watching another interview brought to you by our good folks at Hardin. Now listen, y'all, when you're in Las Vegas, you get in that fucking Uber, you land at the airport, hit that taxi, tell them to take you to Hardin, the #1 premium cannabis dispensary in the fucking world, y'all. I'm telling you, you walk in, they treat you like a king or a queen or whatever you're into, all right? They got the craziest selection of premium cannabis you'll see, period, anywhere, let alone in Las Vegas, but just anywhere, all right? Not only can you go get the best tree, you will get the best experience, the best customer service, the best bud tenders. You walk into Hardin and that shit just smells amazing. They got their own fucking scent. Literally, you get into my car, I got a bottle of it. My car smells like Hardin because it's just the best fucking place. Go follow them online, Hardin_Las Vegas. Hardin_Las Vegas. Go to their website, hardinlasvegas.com. All right, when you go, you're in Vegas, you'll pull up, tell them I sent you, they're gonna take care of you the right way, all right? Look, they got these things in there, man, these moon rock pre-rolls that I just had that just absolutely melted my face off. Shout out to Hardin, all right? You gotta go fuck with Hardin, man. Hardin_Las Vegas. Thank y'all, man. I love these guys. They're like family to us. And hey, we're gonna drop another interview soon. If you're watching this, you're at the end of the interview, though. Much love.